Hello everyone, today we shall be discussing primes, GCD, also known as HCF and LCM. The GCD means greatest common divisor, which in other terms can be called HCF, the highest common factor, and we shall also be discussing LCM, which is the least common multiple, or it can be called lowest common multiple. The prime numbers. A prime number is a number that has only one and itself as its factors. For an instance, we have 2, which is having 1 and 2 as its factor, 3 having 1 and 3 as its factor, 5 having 1 and 5 as its factors, and so on. Prime numbers are so very important in mathematics, so much that the fundamental theorem of arithmetic is designed on it, is based on it. Let's go into that first. The fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that all natural numbers except 1 can be expressed as the product of primes in one and only one way. For an instance, 6 can be expressed as 2 times 3, where 2 and 3 are primes. Then the 12 can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 3, which can be written as what? 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 1, 2 in its index form. Now, 99 can be written as 3 times 3 times 11, which is equal to 3 raised to power 2 times 11, and 23 can be written as 23. 6, 12, and 99 are referred to as composites. Why? Because they have 2 or more prime factors. This theorem made it easy for us to get our HCF, aka GCD, and LCM so easily through the idea of prime factorization method of numbers. Now let's discuss GCD or HCF. Highest common factors or greatest common divisor. The HCF or GCD of a set of numbers is the greatest or highest number that divides the set of numbers evenly. For an example, supposing we are to find the HCF of 36 and 120, which can be written as GCD of 36 and 120. Using the prime factorization method that has been introduced to us already, we are going to write down the prime factors of 36 and 120, where 36 can be written as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2. Then 120 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, which is also the same thing as 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 1 times 5 raised to power 1. To get our HCF now, all you have to do first is to write out all the prime numbers that are contained in our prime factorization expressions. That is, our HCF is equal to 2 times 3 times 5. Then the next thing we have to look at is, when you look at each of the terms, this 2 raised to power 2, this 2 raised to power 3, when we compare them, what's the highest common factor that's in between them? Of course, 2 raised to power 2 is a factor in 2 raised to power 3, so we are picking 2 raised to power 2. Likewise, 3 raised to power 2 and 3 raised to power 1. Of course, 3 raised to power 1 is the highest common factor they've got, 3 raised to power 1. Here we have 5 raised to power 1, but we have no factor 5 here at all. So, though we have 5 raised to power 0 here, which could be the common, so we can pick 5 raised to power 0. This implies that this becomes 4 times 3 times 1, which is equal to 12. Therefore, the GCD of 36 and 120 is 12. Let's go ahead to discuss LCM. the lowest common multiple or least common multiple, LCM. LCM is the lowest positive integer that is multiple of the given set of numbers. That is, supposing we are given an example and we have to find the LCM of 120 and 36. All you have to do is just as usual, write out 120 and 36 in its prime factors. So 120 here is equal to 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 1 times 5 raised to power 1, and 36 is 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2. Now to get our LCM, in this case now, you have to write out all the prime factors that we've gotten there. Now, unlike the HCF, where we pick the one with the lowest power for each, here we pick the one with the highest power, which is 2 raised to power 3. We have 2 raised to power 3 here, then 3 raised to power 2, then 5 raised to power 1. So we picked the highest powers that we've gotten among them. So in this case, this becomes 8 times 9 times 5, and that is equal to 360. We can deduce that the LCM of any given two numbers, say A and M, is equal to the product of the two numbers A times M over the GCD of A and M. Just as with the examples we've got, so the LCM of 36 and 120 should give us 36 times 120 over the GCD of 36 and 120. This is equal to 36 times 120. Don't forget our GCD earlier was 12. So 12 here 1, 12 here 10. So this is 36 times 10, which is equal to 360. That will be all for now. Before I go, I would like to drop two interesting facts about some primes. First of which, the prime 739399133 has a peculiar property. If you keep on removing digits from the right hand end of the number, the resulting number is always prime. Please check that one out. The second, 3 divides any number whose digit sum is divisible by 3. Also check that one out too. Please share with us at the comment section facts with primes that you know. And hit the subscription button if you haven't yet. Hit the like button to share this video. Thanks for watching.